it was kind of like I always was doing this my whole life. I started doing theater when I was like little, and that's why actually I think like I fell in love with acting. I think my first like stage performance, I don't know, stage performance, was when I was like I think 6 or something. People ask, like teacher asked if you would like to be, in a play or something, and she gave me this giant monologue, and she sent me home. And my grandmother, she was a teacher, well, like, and I just like, and I memorized and realized that I actually can memorize really fast, because next day I showed up, I'm like, I'm ready. She's like, I gave you this giant monologue, and I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay. So, and this when I discovered that I can memorize. Like, I did not know it was fast. It's just like, I was like, but she told me that it's fast. And then I was just performing, and I remember like I just felt this connection to the audience, and I just absolutely loved that connection. It was just so magical to me. And I was very shy. I mean, I'm still very shy. I just like have these two sides of me. and and that part, like, it was really amazing. That it's like you can just be something that I did not know I can be. Like, I'm just like this shy person, and suddenly like I'm like in front of people and connecting with people. And then this first play I did, it was like a guy from my school that I was horrified of him, like seriously horrified. I thought he was so mean. And in the play I was doing like I was his teacher, like superior, and I was telling him something to do. And I was like, how am I supposed to do that? It's like, I'm just seriously, even like one glance I was like melting. And suddenly like I realized that on a stage I can be like anything like I choose to be. And that was like so empowering for me, like this whole combination together. And then I like, I grew up, and I keep doing dancing and theater and gymnastics. But like acting, it was such a like, crazy dream. It was not even like in, like in consideration. And I went to a university, I got like a master's degree in economics.
Mm-hmm.
Which just feels like a very strange
Right.
to me now. But like I was actually really good in math, and yeah, and it's like, and then I met my husband now, and I moved to LA, and it's like, and here I was like, okay, what can I do? And I started doing some modeling,
Mm-hmm.
and then acting. Kind of like I got this first show, it was like on a like recurring. I mean, people say this is freaking amazing. I was like, I don't know, it seems like fun. And then after that, I just started doing more acting classes, and I just totally fell in love with acting. And yeah, the rest is history.
Wow, wow. There's so much to unpackage. And we should say, like, everybody listening is probably saying, yes, accent. She clearly came over to America. So tell everybody where you're from. It's Ukraine, right? Is that correct?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm originally from Ukraine, and yeah, and I came to America, and because of what's going on in Ukraine, I would like to say a few words about this. Actually, my husband and I, we do have a band, and it's just like, I mean, this sounds very weird, but anyway, my parents came here this year as refugees. My sister came here 3 years ago, just completely randomly. She met a guy, so. I mean, because of this tragedy, we kind of ended up all in, one place, and I still have a lot of friends, and an uncle back in Ukraine, and it's like one particular guy that I was like in university with. He's fighting now in front lines, and he sends me those crazy videos of, they just gave him a new weapon that it's like super heavy. And it's like, it is like very surreal to live in this world where we like talk about entertainment, and I go to red carpets, and it's like all fun and jokes, and then suddenly you see this other side of the world who have like completely different life now, and they like really like just seriously like fighting for their lives. And it's like every day, it's like if this guy like checks my story, it means that he's alive.
Mm.
I mean, it's like absolutely freaking insane. And where I was going with the band, we have a band. It just sounded so weird. Uh, and a recent song that we released is called "Ukraine Will Prevail."
Mm.
So when we perform, I do love to spread this message and kind of put the spirit of Ukraine out there.